What do we do with the outcomes that we know it will happen? The ones that we fear the most. It will absolutely destroy us. The ones that we know with certainty that we can't escape, like death, or the end of a precious relationship, or a personal failure. What can we do about those? I can tell you this. Even when we are powerless against fate, a choice still stands. And that is to either accept the events that will come or run away from them. Hey, consider liking, subscribing, or sharing to this channel as it helps me. And I will be making more videos to help you go through depression. So click the notification bell. Now back to the videos. I will start with the shortest one. The more you run away, the less control you will have over your life. Because the path you choose to take will always be changed out of your own fear, invalidating every decision you made until that moment, and making it feel like you have no control over anything, making your life go in ways that you don't want for yourself, making you live as a slave to your own fears and doubts, and not by you, your choices, your will. Like fear of being lonely, you will never be able to choose someone for you. You will just pick whoever shows up. Or the fear of death of a loved one. You will never be able to connect to someone so deeply, leaving you with regrets of never really having done enough. Or fear of others seeing your failures. You will never know what your life could have been if you chose the other path. And you will be left miserable while looking from the window forever. And this just perpetuates pain and the feeling of disconnection, leaving you stuck with doubts and regrets, while you see the things that you wish for pass right by your fingers. More depression. So no, fear of a painful fate isn't a life. It's not an option. It's not happiness. So against the worst outcomes that you know that will come, your only option becomes to accept it. This is clearly different than no action, because if you expect it and accept it, that makes the negative feelings from the inevitable event much smaller, because you gave yourself time to internalize it and acclimatize to it, giving you a more stable life, a life without depression. A good example of this is the father who drinks at the end of every month is less hurtful than the mother who goes mad once per year randomly. Although the father is worse, it gives you a time frame that you can expect and allows you to prepare emotionally, allowing yourself to damage your emotions much less. While the mother allows you to bond deeper for longer, but then betrays your expectations with one unexpected event, making it more hurtful for you, even though she's a person with less flaws. That's how accepting what will happen improves your life so much. Another point you can take from this example is also pain is involved in everything good too. The closer they are, the easier it is for them to hurt you. And if you can't accept that, you won't be able to have any meaningful relationships in this life. That's why you don't run away from pain. Everything you want has a price, and a time to pay it will always come. But knowing and accepting that that exists is still better than to be caught by surprise and to be left disappointed by something that you knew that existed, but you just refuse to acknowledge it. You look the other way. To be naive is a choice, and I believe that you deserve better than that. Don't you agree? But also know this, that nothing is forever. It might have a long lifespan, but nothing truly lasts forever in this entire universe. infinite. It's just there because we aren't able to witness the end of it. So your pain won't be there all your life. You either stop living or you overcome it. I can assure you that you won't feel the pain forever, with 100% certainty. So you don't have to dread it every day until it happens. And that's a lesson that these absolute events taught me. If they are inevitable, then the only option becomes to go through them and come out on the other side. And only those who refuse to accept it stay in there for longer. So help yourself go through them more easily. Be kind to yourself. Show yourself that you are someone reliable and your anxiety isn't justified. Accept your fate. And now let's talk about the events that we can never or never will be able to expect. The 1 in 100,000 events that our little brains can never perceive in our lifetime. How do we deal with those? Something that is coming for sure, but you can't see it. It makes you feel nervous, right? Well, I will show you how to deal with that. There will always be something that you don't know. And that's a great thing, even if that means pain. Do you want to know why? Because the more improbable events that happen around you, the more it raises the probability of those happening. And that's something great because the possibility of something negative, totally unexpected happening to you has the same probability of something positive in the same conditions. And that is something you can hold on to. It expands the range of probabilities, negative and positive, equally proportional. It just depends on which position you are in. This is one way of looking at totally unexpected events, instead of the usual self-pity of why me, poor me. That just magnifies the pain, makes you lose sight of where you are going, and it leaves you scared of the next one. If you know what's good for you, you know that that isn't an option. It's just a matter of how you look at it. And this comes to the last point from the last video. It's how you position yourself against life, deciding where's the best place for you to be, and not only react to the moment and the pain you feel. So try to look at it with gratefulness instead of fear, because these unexpected events aren't an endpoint, but a starting one, an opening to more variables. There's one that leads exactly to what you want. And to see that, you just have to be stable enough to perceive it. The less negative attitudes you take, the clearer your mind will be. And that's one of the reasons I love space, you know. The endless unknown isn't something scary to me, but something that gives me hope. Because the bigger it is, the more chances of something that makes me happy exists. And I might not even be able to witness it in my lifetime, but it exists. And knowing that provides me comfort because it provides more to me. So in this lowly and huge universe we live in, fear is not the only option you have. As powerless we may be, there's still a choice to make. And there's choices that make your life better. And if you aim to get out of depression, choose the ones that make your life better. Because beyond all that pain, fear, and uncertainty, your happiness exists too. And it's time for you to walk towards it.